Hello there. So I wasn't going to film this week's shop. I did think there wasn't really anything of interest. I thought maybe it would just be, regular things that I needed. I wouldn't necessarily go on the sticker aisle because I've got a busy week and I needed to get certain things. So anyway, I've been in Morrison's, and actually when I was there was a lot of deals, and I've come out with, as you would imagine, some yellow sticker things. So once we get in back at the flat, we'll go through and see what we got, and I'll tell you what I bought and why I bought it. So there we are, that's us back in the kitchen. I'm a bit windswept. It's a lovely day, but it's very breezy. Living by the coast, we do get some breezes, etc. So here I am back in the kitchen. Behind me is the little grocery haul. I'll talk you through that in a moment. I've got the receipt. I've got the original shopping list, which has changed. So I think I wanted to talk to you about that thing where you've got to be flexible. So you might have made a list and made some plans, but actually when you get in the grocery store, you might find some things that are on offer. And it might be better for you financially to buy those rather than what you had planned. So let us have a look. First thing I'm going to do is just quickly run through the original shopping list that I made. I needed stain remover. I've made a mess of an item of clothing, and I've made a stain on it, and I need to really try and get that out. I needed some interdental brushes for my teeth. I haven't got those. I couldn't get them in the store. I needed some ibuprofen gel because I've got a poorly leg, and some antihistamines. I had the idea that I would get some minced beef because I was going to make a chilli, and I was going to get some peppers and some mushrooms, but that all changed, and you'll see why. Onions and kidney beans for that. And then I need 2 days of travel breakfasts, and I'll tell you why I need those as we go through the haul, and 2 days of easy lunches, and again I'll tell you when I show you what I've bought why I need those. Here we are, this is what I bought. I spent a total of £29. Now that £29 includes some things that have come out of my, what I call my self-care healthcare budget. So you'll see I will take you through those as well. There's some items on there like the shower gels and the face cream, etc., that don't normally come out of a grocery budget. So I will have to do some sort of adding up and calculating in terms of looking at where I need to move money around in my purse, because I do, and that's okay. So I guess looking at what I've got, I've probably spent about £20 altogether on groceries, because if we just look at the things that aren't on the grocery haul first, the ibuprofen gel, the cheap, I think it's a cheaper version, it was £2 something, £2.70 something, I think. They had no sort of branded stuff in, and I wasn't bothered. I just want my leg to feel better, so I needed to get that. I can't really sort of walk very well. I've got no option. I need to get that, but it's medicinal, so it'll come out of my self-care healthcare budget. I must have my hay fever tablets. I've got none left, so I had to get those. Again, not branded, Morrison's own. I think they were £1.95. And this little treat here. I'm totally without moisturiser at the moment, and I'm just using something which is very makeshift, not really what I need. And this was on offer at £7.50, and I know people will say that's a lot of money, why didn't you just use, Nivea or whatever? But I think I wanted a treat, and I saw it on offer, and it was down from about £13. And the money was in my purse and my healthcare budget, and I thought, right, I'm having that. Shower gel was for £1. It's probably a child's shower gel, I don't care. I like the smell of it. And then I got this Vanish stuff, which it was £4. It wasn't cheap, but again, people will probably say, you'll probably say to me, oh, why didn't you use such and such a thing? Number of reasons I don't know what I can use other than something I shop by. I know there are remedies out there that are homemade, aren't there? Please pop them in the comments if you know what they are. I can't remember what they are. My dilemma here is that I don't have the time physically to go running around different supermarkets and finding, you know, the very, very cheapest things. No doubt I could have gone to Aldi and got something a lot cheaper. No doubt you'll tell me that. This was about £4. I work full time, I have a side hustle, and I really don't have a lot of the luxury of time to be able to, you know, sort of go around. I was going to Morrison's and that's what I had to do. I'd got no option really, because I didn't think if I went to Aldi I would be able to get all the other things that I really wanted. My experience of Aldi is not particularly good, as you probably know if you've watched me before. So those were the things that they don't really come out of my food budget. They come out of my medicine, my healthcare budget, but I did need to get them today. So I said I was going to buy stuff to make a chilli, but that didn't happen because when I got there and I did have a look at the yellow tickets, I couldn't find mince that was cheap, and I would have bought it if there was nothing else, but I did see these lovely looking pork chops. There is a great big bit of fat on there, but that will cut off. So down from £5 and 3 pence, £2 and 2 really nice, very thick pork chops will do me probably for 2 meals. And I have already got in some carrots and some cabbage and some new potatoes. They'll go lovely with that. And that's not a difficult meal to make on this busy week that's coming up. I will explain to you about my busy week as I go through this haul. So I've got that, and then my favourites, these shepherd's pies. This is a shepherd's pie and not a cottage pie. Difference is that the meat is lamb. Still a nice deal, £3.75 down to 94 pence. They are great. They go in the freezer, and again, they just warm up really easily with some fresh vegetables. So I do like those. I got 2 tins of baked beans, not on an offer. I think they were 50 pence each. I don't think that was too bad for beans. I know I can get them cheap. I can get Savers beans that were 23 pence. I'm a bit funny about my baked beans. I like them to taste a particular way and have a certain texture. So they were Morrison's own, and I didn't think that was bad, really. Another staple, I got some onions. I think, you know, I'm using a lot more onions. I'm cooking a lot more. So I thought I better get those. And I did end up getting the mushrooms because, again, they will always go, you know, in a nice meal. Like I'll probably put them in the oven with the pork chops and the onions and some carrots and just roast everything. I think that would be really nice. And I got myself some ham. The ham was, I think it was about £1.70. It's not on a deal. However, I do need 2 days worth of very, very easy lunches that I can pack up and take to work with me. I've got a very busy week in the office and I can't afford to not have just a sandwich with me. I'm on some training and the office is going to be really busy, so I can't really do things like take microwave meals or warm up, you know, make batch cooking and have it warmed in the microwave. I won't have time. So I needed something to go in a sandwich, and that's what I got. I got the ham. I've got some tomatoes in the fridge from last week that are still nice and healthy. So that'll be my lunches. I also got some buns. So I may have buns with that ham for my lunches. That's on Tuesday and Wednesday. And I've also got this lovely big crusty loaf. Let's see that. Now it's quite big. And he is 34 pence down from 1.35. Lovely, soft. And I think what I'm doing with bread is I am carving it up and freezing it when I get it, and then it lasts a lot longer. So that will supplement the buns really. And I did get these cinnamon rolls. Again, I am trying to be healthy, and I know these particularly aren't, but because this week is what it is, I need to have things that I can eat on the go, in the car, on the way to the office. I haven't got time to take the lovely breakfast in that I often take in. I'm on some training, so I can't really sit and eat a porridgey thing while I'm on the training. I've got to eat on the move. So there's one for Tuesday and one for Wednesday. They should be fine. And then the other things I got were, I did have a rummage about in an aisle that I didn't even know existed. And it's kind of all broken things, not necessarily out of date things, but you notice with this one, the package is broken, so they can't sell that. Just a treat, $1.89 down to $1.42, so not a great deal off, but just a nice little treat really. And then I got these, again, not a massive reduction on the cheap shelf, were £2.75 down to £2.06. Some haddock fish cakes, sorry. I'll freeze those and they'll make a meal for me later in the week. Instead of having the chilli that I was going to make, I've now got a choice of the haddock fish cakes, the pork chops, and then I did get this fish cod fillets at £2.81 down from £3.75, so I can have one of those. So I've got a bit of flexibility. I think that's quite a good deal. As I say, all told, £29, but I'm going to say 20 for the food, because I must have spent about £9, probably even more more. Yeah, I'm going to say I'll add it up and I will tell you. I'll put it on the screen. I'm going to say 7, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm going to say the food probably cost me £15, and that'll feed me for a week beyond any shadow of a doubt. So I think that's pretty good, and I hope you do too. So there was a really funny thing happened with this particular video. I lost the footage, and I couldn't find it anywhere. And the only thing that I'd got as a remnant of that was about a 1 second footage of me and a photograph, for some reason, of me looking absolutely astonished and puzzled, both of which were elements from the actual footage, but they really did look like how I felt when I realised I had lost the footage. So I thought I'd put them in as bloopers. I hope you like them and hope they make you laugh. I'm really glad I actually found the footage, because I quite enjoyed doing the little movie there, and I hope you've enjoyed that too. So here's me looking absolutely astonished and puzzled. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I hope you're enjoying everything else on the channel. Please feel free to comment. Your comments are always welcome. I love hearing about what you've been doing, what you've been buying, what you thought of the content of the videos. And if you do like what we've done, please give us a like and a subscribe, because that's always really helpful. And thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next time.